Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode. Welcome to the first episode of the first day of the work week of 2018. Today's Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018. Welcome back, guys. Alright, for all you guys that have been out, you guys didn't see me yesterday or been out on vacation or whatever. Anyway, but just welcome back to everyone that's going back to school, back to work, back to everything, back to the fucking grind officially today. Let's do it. Yeah, alright. Anyway, so this morning I'm having my coffee, listening to, my news, reading some stuff, doing my thing. And I'm like thinking to myself, damn, what the fuck am I going to talk about today? I mean, I don't know. I've been really busy with a bunch of shit, just actually art, just my art shit. So, I'm not going to really lie to you. I'm not really paying attention too much to a lot of what's going on. Not that I don't ever, it's just that there's a reason I'm engulfing myself in art and all this other cool stuff, because it's like, I used to be really political and really into changing the world, changing the planet, changing all this shit, and then I discovered this guy named Jordan Peterson, and he pretty much said, how about you just change yourself? How about you just take care of yourself? All right, and do that. And so I started doing that, and all of a sudden I just started feeling better. Now, no, there's a lot going on, obviously. So, and I still do keep my thumb on it, obviously, because otherwise I wouldn't have this channel. I wouldn't be, invested in cryptocurrencies. I wouldn't be doing all the things that I'm doing, because, if I didn't know all the things that I know, then I would be very miserable and very sad, like a lot of the country is right now. To no fault of our own. It's just that, the people that we thought were going to lead us to the promised land really just led us to the slaughterhouse. So, with that being said, so this morning I'm fuck it. I'll be 1,000% honest with you what I was doing. Okay, so this morning I'm literally using the bathroom, and I'm on my phone like we all are. I don't want to hear it. And I started just fucking, I'm reading over, through Zero Hedge, and I'm like, this is a story. It says 44 numbers from 2017 that are too crazy to believe. And I was like, whatever, let me read this, As I started reading it, I'm like, oh man, these are some pretty crazy numbers. And again, this is not a political show. This is not a whatever. I have no affiliation of any kind of. I'm not even going to talk about that shit. I'm just going to throw these numbers out at you here, and you guys all start figuring it out on your own. I talk to my friends. I talk to a lot of people that don't listen to me about any of this stuff, about the Great Depression, about history, about the inflection point we are in humanity and human history, and how everything is so very close today to how it was in the Great Depression. In fact, probably worse. But it's just that, since our, the people in power learned back then and learned from their own mistakes in history, they, made the environment as is today, so that, we're not looking around thinking, oh my God, we're in the Great Depression. But we just are. We can feel it, we know it, we see it, everything from. Look, I lived in Seattle for a little while, right before here. I was up in Seattle about 4 or 5 years, and up there, I never seen so many bums or homeless in my whole life. And the longer I was there, the more I saw. The more I've been on the West Coast, the more I see. They're everywhere. And at first, where I come from, we don't have too many people like that. I come from a very conservative area, so then I come all the way to the West Coast. There's not many people like that around, and all of a sudden, they're everywhere. I started thinking all these things that I grew up with. Oh my God, these guys are bums, they're lazy, they're this or that. But then the more I got to know them, the more I got to fucking live in that environment. Not bum, just live around a lot of them and start hearing their stories, seeing the situations, gentrification, everything that's involved with everything. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, more than half of these people are just regular people like you and me that got fucked over. And so then, that was the beginnings, not just that, there was a lot of things, but the beginnings of my rabbit hole, journey down the rabbit hole. I go down to I'm living in Seattle, which is super liberal, living on the West Coast, super liberal. And yeah, things are amazing over here. But when you get to see, the other end of the too much bureaucracy as opposed to not enough, and then, it's all a mess. It's just all a mess. So anyway, I don't want to fucking, bore you with that. Let's just go over this, right off my phone. I swear I cleaned it. Anyway, so number one, during Donald Trump's first year, ISIS lost 98% of the territory it gained while Barack Obama was in office. Again, this is not political anything, right? But just think about that. In one motherfucking year, since this fucking guy, the crazy motherfucker, orange peel head, has been fucking president, 98% of ISIS's land, 98% of what ISIS did during Obama's reign, is gone, disappeared. Notice you don't hear about them no more. The price of Bitcoin has gone up 1,300%. 1,300. We already know that, okay? You know, that's a crazy fucking number. Let's see. The United States has lost more than 70,000 manufacturing facilities, not jobs, just factories, all right? We've lost over 70,000 fucking factories since China joined the World Trade Organization or whatever the fuck. All right, let's just go for some other numbers. All right, here, let's go for a crazy number. On Donald Trump's first day in office, he was 70 years old, 7 months, and 7 days old. 777. Oh, and it just so happened to be in the Hebrew calendar, it was the year 5777. So I don't know, man. Like, what? I don't give a fuck what you guys think about him, me, whatever. But hey, that's a lot of sevens, man. You know, usually that means a lot of good luck. So keep investing. By the way, the dollar has fucking tanked. Been tanking for over 2 weeks, going back through last year. Okay, and as you know, the lower the dollar goes, the less purchasing power you have. The less power, the lower it goes, the poorer you are. All right, that's why everyone's going to the cryptocurrency spaces. All right. FYI, don't forget, buy gold, buy silver, buy actual tangible assets. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go through more numbers. Oh, incredibly, the number of retail stores closing in 2017 was up 229% compared to 2016. Oh, that's normal. That's totally normal. According to the latest figures, a total of 7,000 store locations were shut down last year, and they're expected to break the record again. So this last year we had 7,000 stores closing. We're gonna have an even more record. And again, remember 2007, 2008, 2009. During that time, that was all the records. That was the worst of the worst. That was the time. But yet we've been breaking records ever since. All right, no one talks about them no more. Let's see. Oh, how about this one? I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this one, me included, all right? Because again, this poverty. Okay, so how about this? According to the most recent numbers that we have, 41 million Americans are currently living in poverty. And listen, man, what poverty is paycheck to paycheck, pretty much, all right? Or anything from there below. And not even that, man. Even if pretty much paycheck to paycheck, that's poverty, all right? You know, where you barely making enough, all right? So that's 41 million of us, all right? That's like, let's just say there's 350 million in this country. That's like a fifth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a seventh of the country, all right? Give or take. That is literally poverty, all right? Let's see. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has been up 5,000 points in 2017. So again, breaking another record of 3,400 points, okay? And again, that just goes in correlation with the price of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, the dollar losing value, all that shit, you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, you're watching me reading here. Okay. All right. Let's just go to this one. This is another one that goes to inflation and a bunch of other stuff. I'm not picking on our last president or anything like that. I'm just, the numbers, the facts. So anyway, back in 1960, an average of $146, all right, was spent on healthcare per person per fucking year. $146 per year. This year, we're pretty much at $10,000. We're $9,900 per year. So we're at $10,000 per year. In 1960, it was $150 for healthcare. Full blast, full blown, all right, full coverage. Let's see. I'm skipping through. There's a lot of numbers here. I'm skipping through a lot of things. I know I should have done this earlier, right? Or whatever. I'll probably edit it a little bit. Here's another one. And It is being reported that homelessness has become so pervasive in ultra-liberal Seattle that 400 more camps have popped up around the city. Now listen, I lived around the city. That's a major motherfucking problem. There's encampments everywhere. You're living in a nice fancy neighborhood, okay? Like I lived in front of the Space Needle, okay? I lived like in a nice whatever. And a lot of times I would just go out towards the back, out of the garage with my car, and there's like a little bum encampment camp that just popped up right outside of the building in uptown, okay? Like, are you serious? And they will get cleaned up right away because they were right by the touristy area, by the whatever. But it's getting to the point where they couldn't just go around and clean everything up because there was just too many of them. And on top of that, it was such a liberal area that you can't even barely touch them. So the cops would have to go there and be like, "Come on, guys, can you please leave, please?" That whole situation. You know what I mean? And then if someone they try to use a little bit of force, the whole city would be in uproar. So hence why they keep multiplying like gremlins. And again, no fault to their own, man. It's like we already explained this. Like, who the fuck wants to be a bum and who wants to live on the street? Nobody. All right. So again, just imagine 400 more Hoovervilles. If you don't know what the fuck a Hooverville is, look up Hooverville. Look up Great Depression. Okay. All right, here's another one that we can all relate to, okay? Which is, when I saw this one, this is what made me like, you know what, this is why I got to do the video. And I stopped here. I don't even read any further now. But how about this? One survey that was conducted in 2017. And look, man, we don't need a fucking survey, all right, to fucking tell us this, all right? We already know. And anyway, 78% of all full-time workers in the United States live paycheck to paycheck. 78%. Over 3/4 of the entire population of this fucking country lives paycheck to paycheck. Just think about that for a second, all right? 3/4 of this country live paycheck to paycheck. And it doesn't matter what the fuck you're making. If you're working at McDonald's or if you're working at a bank, it doesn't matter if you're making $25K a year or a month. It doesn't really fucking matter. We're all in the same fucking boat. And you fucking know it because I've already had plenty of discussions with every fucking income bracket. And unless you're in the upper 1% of the 1%, you are eating it, all right now. And it sucks. Because especially if you're making over 100K, which again, I know sounds crazy. I'm not trying to be that guy or anything like that. But again, a lot of us, all right, that make it to finally, have made. I don't make that anymore. But at one point when I was making that, and I got there, and I noticed that, man, this is not, this is pretty much just a little bit above where I was like the other day at 30K. This is not good, man. This is not good. And a lot of us are realizing that shit because once we get to that income bracket, we pretty much think, oh, we're good. But we're finding out that we're not. In fact, a lot of people out there are finding out, like, they'll get like $1 million deal. $1 million. $1 million when I was growing up is $1 million motherfucking dollars. Nowadays, $1 million is nothing. $1 million today is like 100 grand back then. Yeah, a lot of money, but it's, not that much money. Anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to keep going with all these. I mean, I think, and I'll leave it with this one. This is like number 44, the last number. One survey discovered that 40% of all Americans now prefer socialism over capitalism. And so we have much work to do if we intend to turn that shit around. Because, listen, man, when I was a young, dumb motherfucker, yeah, I thought that, socialism and that whole fucking thing was great up until I discovered it wasn't. And I'm not saying our fucking system right now is the fucking best, but it's definitely better than, full-blown communism, socialism, which is kind of like where we're almost at now. We're pretty much headed now. So we need to fight, okay? We need to not fight, you know what I mean? But we just need to fucking educate ourselves. Knowledge is the most important and strongest weapon that we fucking possess and hold. And if we all educate ourselves and then educate others and constantly keep spreading this knowledge, which it's happening, okay? It already happened through 2017, and I feel like 2018 is going to be even more for this. And now's the time for all of you out there, okay, to really start doing what you got to do. Start spreading the knowledge in any way possible, okay? If you want to make more, if you want to make your own vlogs, great. If you want to just, write stuff, if you want to spread knowledge, if you want to talk, it doesn't matter. In fact, it's your job, it's your duty out there now to just, even if you don't spread the knowledge or whatever, at least educate yourself, okay? And there are ways, all right, to come out ahead during these hard times. In fact, I bring up history more than once because this is 100% true. This is the moment in time where people that are like us, that have absolutely motherfucking nothing, become something, gain everything, period. And those up top that have everything, they lose it all, okay? Now, it's not everybody up top that loses everything, and it's not everybody at the bottom that gains everything. But there is a major shift. There will be a major shift. The major shift is already fucking happening, okay? And I know a lot of you guys listening to me right now are on the end of the shift that's going up. And that's it, all right? And sure, there's going to be a few powerful motherfuckers up here that are never going to lose their power. But you got to remember that just like there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out here that don't know anything about going up, a lot of dumb motherfuckers up here that don't know anything about going down. And that's how that transfer happens, okay? So it's all about the knowledge. You have your knowledge, you can go up. You don't have any knowledge, you're going to go down even further. You're going to go so fucking down, you're going to end up in China. Literally. So, pun intended, yeah. Okay? I don't go fuck, all right? So, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? This episode is just a fucking quick refresher as to like where the fuck we are in fucking life, in this country, and everything, okay? And why we are doing what we're doing, okay? So this might not be a very happy-go-lucky episode. In fact, they usually are. I try to fucking, whatever, but... And I was in a great fucking mood this morning. I really was. And I am in a great fucking mood. I've been in a great mood, as if you guys have been watching my vlog. If you watched it yesterday, I was in an amazing fucking mood. But after reading that, having a little fucking reality check, a gut check, and I was like, man, things aren't that peachy. And, there's a reason I started this shit, okay? In order to fucking talk about these things and not just to fucking, keep brushing over them. Or talking to the fucking, talking to people about this and nobody listening. So... now that there are people listening, and there are people that want to listen, and they want to keep spreading this knowledge, and they want to keep educating themselves, and they want to keep going down this rabbit hole, for lack of a better word, let's do it. Let's all do it together. Let's hold hands and do it together. It's very fucking scary. So, the whole thing investing in the cryptocurrency space is only a small part of it, all right? It's all about education. You need to know why you're doing this, okay? The more you know as to why you're doing this, the more you can empower yourself and others, okay, to do the same. And that's it. So, and again, just like me and like others, we can still play with the market and make money and gamble and the whole fucking thing. But at the end of the day, almost all of us, we got our savings, we got our whatever, we got our shit, nicely hidden in this space. Because we already know the potential of the future and all this stuff. And so, yeah, we're playing with fucking fire now, but it doesn't matter. We know at the end, we already got, our shit hodled, like hardcore hodled for the future, for later, that's it. And if you don't, do it. All right? So get yourself a fucking Trezor and stick it up your fucking ass and do something, whatever. Figure it out, okay? Everyone's a little different. But have something, all right, for the long run. Even if it's just one fucking Litecoin, and you just store that in a fucking USB and just fucking hold it for fucking like a year. Can you imagine? And then, so, and then play with it, just do whatever. But regardless, have a plan, figure it out, don't stand still, and just keep spreading the fucking knowledge. Alright, guys. I know today was a fucking monster of a fucking mouthful for me. Talking about this subject, which again, I was just really thinking I was going to talk for a few minutes. Turned out to be, it's almost 20 minutes. But anyway, hopefully this is a very informative video. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I wasn't really talking about cryptos today, but I'm talking about something that's even more important. Something that's like the underlying reason as to why we're all into this space. And why this space is going to fucking, help us, get out of this situation that they put us in. So, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please comment, do all that stuff, okay? But please, more important than anything else, take take care of yourself. Take care of the people you love. Take care of those that can't take care of themselves. And, you know, be good people, man. You already know what, you already are, all are good people, but you know what that means, okay? And if you don't, figure it out. But if this space and this world has been good to you, then please be good to others, all right? And keep spreading knowledge. Spread knowledge, spread knowledge, spread knowledge. The more knowledge is the most important and most devastating weapon, period, in the story, in this battle. So just keep spreading that, okay? And we will definitely overthrow our fucking overlords, okay? Before it's too late. Anyway, so thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys, and happy Tuesday. Happy December 2nd. January 2nd, 2018. Second day of the year. It's crazy. All right. Thanks again, guys. Florida. It really is as crazy as they say. Trust me. I was born there.